And I just think he's going to have looks because Punch it continues to evolve his low post game. And Brock Harding is going to be a problem for teams. He's not big, but he really he is a true point guard in a way that, again, we just have not seen a whole heck of a lot of at TCU. And I think he's going to be a big difference maker.
Yeah, one of the big things that really hurt last year's squad was Frankie Collins going down because he was really their lone
Yeah.
facilitator, and even
He's a
then
score first.
he's a scorer. He's capable of scoring and getting downhill and getting to the rim. Not that Brock Harding isn't. I thought we saw him attack the rim really well a couple times this morning. Be physical with a lot bigger players around the rim. But he really, I think, at his core is an excellent distributor. Another guy that really stood out to me this morning was Bug Edwards, the only freshman signee of this class for TCU. He has incredible speed. Lefty shooter with a little bit of an awkward shot, but he was knocking down threes this morning. He was getting to the rim. I was talking to one of the coaches later in the day, and he said that the whole staff to a T really sees Bug's downhill speed. The comp there is Mike Miles, and whether he bears out like Mike did at TCU to be one of the all-time greats at TCU, obviously TBD. But the fact that that's kind of the comp for his speed and his ability to get downhill and get towards the rim, I think is a really nice aspect of his game that TCU can benefit from right out of the gate. Because again, last year, you had a lot of guys who could create, could get to the rim at times, but you didn't have a guy who could just blow by people and get to the rim, or in a fast break situation, pull away from guys. And Bug Edwards seems to have the speed and the skill set to be able to do that occasionally for the Frogs this year.
Well, what I also like about his game is he's not like a lot of times you'd see a freshman, especially be the only freshman that come in and try to force the issue, force the action, and prove themselves. He's very unselfish. He's aggressive, but he also seems to have a really high IQ for such a young player. And we saw him make a couple of plays where he got into traffic and gave it up, found a cutter, different things like that. So there's a lot of reason to be cautiously optimistic about this squad. I think the guards have a chance to be a real strength, even in a league that's so dominated by exceptional guard play.